Close this up.
Hi, we're going to do lesson 3 now. And of course I said we're doing 3 chords, so we did the C first, we did F, now we're going to do G. And we're going to do it the same way we did the other 3, so I could just show you beat, but I'll go show you the whole thing. So, G chord, pick your thumb, go on the G, and then run up also 1.5 more. So this is a half, 1, 1.5, 2, which is 4 half steps, and then 1.5 half steps. And there's your G chord. So I can take this G chord and I'll play it down here, but I'll use the little finger. I'll go up, I'll put my middle finger on the B, and I'll put my thumb here. So I'm playing the G chord there. So you can just go this way, throw the G up, throw the B up, throw the D up, and just keep going right on up. Now I've showed you 1 note for the C chord and 1 note for the F chord that I didn't want you to monkey with. Okay, and there's going to be 1 note for the G chord also. And that happens to be, here's your G, here's your chord, it's this note right here. That's G sharp. Now, down the road, you'll find that you might want to use that occasionally for a little bit of a tone difference. But see, right now, I don't want to have too much discord anywhere. That's why I told you need to make sure your piano is tuned up good. Because I want you to be training your ears while we're doing this. So on the G chord, go ahead and practice going up, practice going down, practice going up and down until you're feeling pretty good with it, where you can literally just relax and go up it. By changing your fingers, whatever you need to do it. And coming down, come up with a way you can do fingering. Like you can start with your little finger if you want to and come down that way. And then come down this way. I hit that, I shouldn't have. In other words, you'll find a way to do it. I always run up, so when I run up, I do it this way. And how I run down is real simple. I just got used to doing that way, and I just never run up. I always run down. I guess it's because I like to run downhill a lot easier than I do running up. But anyway, so just work on the notes, the tones. So you've got a G. That one I didn't want you to hit. So we're just going to do the same thing as we did the last 2 lessons. Now, I want to teach you how to play something. Now, I want to start getting you counting. I'm not going to explain it right now. I'm just going to show you and how to count. So I want you to go to a C chord because we're going to do a progression. Now I'm going to play 2 notes that I haven't talked about before. There's a C chord. And I'm going to play another one. This one and this one. This happens to make it a minor, and this happens to put a 6th to it. Remember, everything is in the order of counting. And a minor is when you drop a half tone down, and when you go up a full tone for the 6th. And that's what we're going to talk about in numbers in very good and close detail down the road a ways. But for now, I want you to get to play something and start getting your ears working. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That would be a count within a measure. So we're going to do one of what you just saw 4 times to start off with. And so here we go, 4 times. Now we're going to do it 2 times on the F. Now I'm going to go back and do it 2 more times on the C. Now I'm going to do the G chord 1 time, F chord 1 time, and then the C chord 1 time, and then you're going to have your break. Then you repeat it again. Start over again. Now, I'm not going to keep telling you this over and over again, because you can go back, stop your video, and do it real slow so you can figure out what's going on, and do it real close and just match what I'm doing. And the easy thing to remember, I'm just going to show you what once on the C, is that you can hit 1 and 2, slide, and 3, and 4, and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you do the same thing on all 3 chords, and you count as I showed you. And so if you need to, just as it's going, write down that it's 4, then it's 2, then it's 2, and then it gets back to 1, and then it goes up and it breaks. So that's all you got to do. But while you're doing that, I want you, after you get this down pat, I want you to play around up here. And do it over again. Just keep repeating. And I'm so used to doing stuff like this, it's hard for me to explain, because what I do is I get into it with the bass and everything else. Anyway, but you'll be doing better than I am by the end of the week, I'm sure. Anyway, so that's as simple as it is. And remember, when you're watching it and you're on the computer, if you got a laptop, it's even easier. Everything is all blown up and you can see it a lot better, and then you can just relax. If you go to one of my videos where it shows a couple of my videos, I did like a blues jam, and I played the piano with it, and that one is exactly the same as I'm teaching you right here, except I did it, instead of doing it this way, I did it a couple other ways. I can't even remember what it is. I was just doing a C variation, and you'll see how you can go from what I'm showing you here to something more advanced. And I'm used to sitting down and do what you see me playing. on that piano jam. When I just turned around and or even on the saxophone. There's one in there also of the saxophone, and you can go through those and take a look, and also go through my tunes that I put on release, and that's where I'm trying to get you so you sound like I do, but on the releases. In other words, when you're sitting there trying to think about stuff, you're not relaxed. You're not, you're more relaxed if you got 1,000 people out there yelling at you and telling you to go home. It's actually easier that way. Anyway, or if they're cheering you on, you know doggone well you're going to do good. Anyway, I'm going to shut up, and you have a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you later.